Hi and welcome to another random talk. Today is going to be an extra video for this week, and I'm going to talk about ancient Egyptian text. Hieroglyphic text uses signs as letter where every sign has a sound. So you don't read house, mouth, legs. Instead, it's per, which means going out or leave. A normal practice among Egyptologists is to transliterate the sounds of a hieroglyphic word. And most Egyptology students are taught to always transliterate when reading and translating. Transliteration is basically giving the hieroglyphic a counterpart of our alphabet. During my years of transliterating and translating hieroglyphic text, I have a few favorites. The Eloquent Peasant is one of the most fun to transliterate, since the transliteration has a special flow and are fun to say. One thing that is said a lot throughout the text is seshtipen, meaning this peasant. And for some reason it's really great to say, and it has a really good flow in the text. I am, however, going to read a little from another text from the New Kingdom called Tale of Two Brothers, without transliterate, and just read the translated part to show how the stories from this time could be. I'm gonna start a little in the story, but just to get the big picture. Now, many days after this, while they were in the field, they needed seed. So he sent his younger brother, saying, "Go quickly and fetch us seed from the village." His younger brother found his elder brother's wife seated plaiting her hair. He told her, "Get up and give me seed, so that I may hurry off to the field, because it's me that my elder brother is waiting. Don't cause delay." Then she told him, "Go, open the granary and fetch for yourself what you want. Don't make me leave my hairdressing unfinished." Then the youth entered his stable and fetched a large vessel, since it was his wish to take a lot of seed. He loaded himself with barley and emmer, and came out carrying it. Then she asked him, "How much is what is on your shoulder?" And he told her, "It is 3 sacks of emmer and 2 sacks of barley, totally 5, that are on my shoulder," he said to her. Then she spoke with him, saying, "There is great virility in you, for I have been observing your exertions daily." For it was her wish to know him through sexual intimacy. She got up, seized a hold of him, and said to him, "Come, let's spend an hour laying together. Such is for your advantage. I will then make you fine clothes." Then the youth became like an upper Egyptian panther in furious rage over the wicked proposition she had made to him, and she became exceedingly fearful. She had words with her, saying, "Now look, you are just like a mother to me, and your husband is just like a father to me. For he who is older than I, who has brought me up, what means this great offense you have said to me? Don't say it to me again. But I will tell it to no one, nor will I let it escape my mouth to anybody." He picked up his load and went off to the field. Then he reached his elder brother, and they started to work at their project. Afterward, at the evening time, his elder brother quit work for his house, while his younger brother was still tending his cattle, and would load himself with all the produce of the field and bring back his cattle before him to let them spend the night in their stable, which was in the village. Now the wife of the elder brother was fearful because of the proposition she had made. So she got home and got some fat and bandages and pretended to be a assaulted woman in order to tell her husband, "It is your younger brother who has assaulted me." Her husband quit work in the evening according to his daily habit. He reached his house and found his wife lying down pretending to be sick. She did not pour water upon his hand as usual, nor had she lit up on for his arrival, so that his house was in darkness, as she lay vomiting. Her husband said to her, "Who has quarreled with you?" She said to him, "No one has quarreled with me except your young brother. When he returned to take seed to you, he found me sitting alone and said to me, 'Come, let's spend an hour laying together. You shall loosen your plates,' he said to me, but I refused to obey him. 'Isn't it so that I am your mother and that your older brother is just like a father to you?' So I said to him, and he became afraid and assaulted me to prevent me from making disclosure with you. Now, if you let him live, I shall pass away. See, when he returns, don't let him live any longer, because I curse this wicked proposition which you would have carried out yesterday." Then his older brother became furious like an Egyptian panther, and he sharpened his spear and put it in his hand. His elder brother then stood behind the door of his stable in order to kill his younger brother as he was returning in the evening to let his cattle enter the stable. Now, when the sun set, he loaded himself with all sorts of field vegetables according to his daily habit, and returned. The lead cow entered the stable and said to her herdsman, "Look, your elder brother is standing in wait for you, holding his spear to kill you. You must get away from him." He heard what his lead cow said, and then the next cow entered and said the same. He looked under the door of his stable and saw his elder brother's feet as he was standing behind the door with his spear in his hand. He set off his load into the ground and hastened to run off in the flight. His elder brother went to pursue of him, carrying his spear. Then his younger brother prayed to Briaracti, saying, "My good lord, it is you who distinguisheth wrong from right." Thereupon Briaracti heard all his petitions, and he caused a great gulf of water to come between him and his older brother, infested it with crocodiles so that one of them came to be on one side and the other on the other side. There is more after this, but it's a little gruesome to say. So Bata, the younger brother, he tells his side of the story and cuts off his private parts and throws them into the water to prove his innocence. Then he says he's going to go to the Valley of the Cedars and put his heart upon one of the trees, and later his brother will get a sign to come find him and resurrect him in case he dies.